What's up, guys? Welcome to the Daily Drop. Yes, I'm excited to get started. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. That's very important. Like, comment, share. You can start right now. Do that. So, for the Daily Drop today, we're going to talk about disagreement does not mean disapproval. Disagreement does not mean disapproval. So, as young adults, even as older adults, we sometimes tend to equate someone's disagreement with our viewpoint as disapproval of who we are. And I want to free us all from that on this very day. So I'm of a certain age, and I must admit, it took me a long time to really get this because my self esteem was not always great. Sometimes I could have high self esteem, sometimes my self esteem could be in the total dumps. And I was always looking for someone to affirm who I was because of just things that I've cycled through in life. And so when people disagreed with me, I automatically thought they just disapproved of who I was. They didn't like me. I wasn't worthy, or, their opinion of me was totally negative, and it always put me on the defense. So I want to help you guys today and let you know that disagreement does not mean disapproval. Do you know that your opinion is not the only opinion in the world? Your ideal is not the only ideal in the world. Your thoughts are not the only thoughts in the world. And I say that to say because sometimes we take that standpoint. We think that our thoughts are the only thoughts that matter. Our words are the only words that matter. Our actions are the only actions that matter. And if people are not lining up with what we have to say, what we're doing, our words, our thoughts, our ideals, that we figure out they must not like me, or forget them. I'm not thinking about them. But that's not it. And I know guys don't do that, but I mean, you know what I'm saying. So, but that's not it. Your ideal, your words, your thoughts, all of that is unique to you. Everybody doesn't have the same message. It may be similar, but it's not the same. Everybody doesn't have the same purpose. It may be similar, but it's not the same. We don't all have the same thoughts. Maybe similar, but not the same. Everything about you is unique to you, and God designed it that way. Everybody doesn't have an ear for your voice. Everybody will not understand your vision. Everybody will not see your ideal as great or worthy. And guess what? That's okay. That is 100% okay. And I tell you this because I want to take you off the defense. Because when we go on the defense, we think, oh my gosh, the whole world is against us. We start acting out. We start saying words that are not impeccable. We start doing things that are not honorable because we feel like we have to defend ourselves. We feel like we have a point to prove. You don't. You absolutely 100% don't. Think about all the times you would have not been in a confrontation. You would not have been frustrated. Your peace would not have been thrown away. You would not have said words that you ultimately ended up regretting. You would not have been in a space where you felt like, man, why did I do that? If you accepted at the moment that just because they disagree with me or just because they see things different than me, doesn't mean that they disapprove of me. That just means we're different in that moment. And you are okay with it. Imagine how many arguments would not have been had. Imagine how many nasty words would not have been said. Imagine how much anger would have remained away from your space. I want you to understand today that the beauty of who you are is unique to you. The wonderfulness of who you are is unique to you. And it's okay if people don't see it that way. You know, my friend, my sister, Shantae, she sent me something asking me which one did I like the best of some things that she had created. And I picked some two of the things that were opposite of how she saw it. She thought the order was a little different, so she would have picked something else different than me. But when she sent me a message back, she said, I picked the opposite, but we're in the same space. And that's how you can learn to view life. Sometimes what you view is the opposite of the people around you, but you could actually be in the same space if you weren't on the defense. And even if you're not in the same space, that just means in the moment, those people are not going in the direction you're going. But that one direction doesn't mean you have to totally cut them out your life. That one direction doesn't mean you have to change the character and the nature of who you are trying to prove your point. Disagreement does not mean disapproval. You are still great. Even if no one else sees that but you and God, you are still great. I'm studying in psychology, and the one thing I've learned in my study in psychology is that every school of thought started with one person, or it could have started with two people, but they didn't stop working. They didn't stop developing their school of thought just because someone else differed in how they viewed it. They all continued on their purpose, their path, in the way that they were okay with it being unique to them. Be okay with your ideals being unique to you. Be okay with your purpose being unique to you. It's okay. And I keep saying that because I want to free you from being on the defense. I don't want you to feel like you always have to be in a fight to prove that you're right. Be okay with people not disagreeing with you, with people disagreeing with you. And know that they still love you. They still approve of you. And even if they didn't, oh well, God approves of you. You approve of yourself. Disagreement does not mean disapproval. As you go through your day-to-day, be conscious, be intentional, be aware that every single time you're ready to pop off, every single time you're ready to defend yourself, every single time you feel yourself getting upset because people just don't see you, remember, disagreement is not disapproval. I'm still great. I'm just unique in that way. And I'm going to walk in my uniqueness with my head held high, with my attitude in check, with my peace at the forefront of who I am. And I'm going to be great because greatness lives within me. I hope you take that with you. I hope it helps you, and I hope it takes you off the defense and you keep on the offense of producing positive energy in your life, because your life is going to transform and be so much greater because of it. I love you guys. Don't forget to leave me a comment. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to like this video, and don't forget to know that just because they disagree with me don't mean that they disapprove of me. And it doesn't even matter in the end. Love you guys. Be unique. Be great. Have an amazing day.